Welcome back in International Economics class. Our today topic is the Bretton Woods Conference 1994. The Bretton Woods Conference, officially known as the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference, was a gathering of delegates from 44 nations that met from July 1994 in Bretton Woods. यहाँ पर हमें एक नाम याद रखना चाहिए जो कि है यूनाइटेड नेशन मॉनेटरी एंड फाइनेंशियल कॉन्फ्रेंस, जो कि दूसरा नाम है या फिर इस नाम से भी जाना जाता है ब्रिटेन वुड को। The two major accomplishments of the conference were the creation of International Monetary Fund, which is known as IMF, and the International Bank of Reconstruction and Development, which is known as IBRD. So these are the two accomplishments of this conference. The lessons taken by the US policymaker from the interwar period inform the institution created at the conference. So officials believe that free trade not only promoted international prosperity but also international peace. The experience of the 1930 certainly suggested as much. The policies adopted by the government to combat the Great Depression, high tariff barriers, competitive currency devaluation, and discriminatory trading blocs had contributed to create an unstable international environment without improving the economic situation. So this experience led international leaders to conclude the economic cooperation with the only way to achieve both peace and prosperity at home and abroad. United States and Britain agreed to join in promoting international cooperation that would expand production, employment, and the exchange and consumption of goods, and would reduce tariff and other trade barriers. So Washington and London also agreed to begin talks aimed at achieving these international economic goals. By February 1942, officials in both the countries had already begun laying more concrete plans for international economic stability in the post-war period. Advisor to the British Treasury independently drafted plan for the organisation that would provide financial assistance to countries जो कि experience करती है short term deficits in their balance of payment. So this assistance would help ensure that such countries would not adopt protectionist or predatory trade and monetary policies to improve their balance of payment position. Both plan envision a world of fixed exchange rate believed to be more conducive to the expansion of world trade than floating exchange rates. So IMF was charged with the maintenance of a system of fixed exchange rate centered on the US dollar and gold. A forum for consultation and cooperation, the organizations would contribute to orderly international monetary relations and the expansion of world trade by providing short-term financial assistance to countries experiencing temporary deficits in their balance of payments. Balance of payments deficit attributable to more long-term structural factors could be addressed through modification of a country's exchange rate. The IBRD, meanwhile, was responsible for providing financial assistance for the reconstruction of war-ravaged nations and the economic development of less developed countries. In July 1945, Congress passed the Bretton Woods Agreement Act, authorizing U.S. entry into the IMF and IBRD. The two organizations officially came into existence on December 27, 1945. The fixed exchange rate regime established at Bretton Woods endured for the better part of 3 decades. Only after the dollar exchange crisis of August 1971 and February or March 1973 did floating exchange rate became the norm for the currencies of the major industrialized nations.